guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the end of the year and it's a new month. Welcome to the last month of the year. It's December, a time for festivities, jollifications, celebrations, everything good, you name it. It's also a time where people have to be careful. It's a time for reflection. It's a time that most people put pressures on themselves. They just, all of that, you don't need it. Let me highlight some steps for you to wind down the year. Summer is a time when people start to look at the things they didn't get to achieve from the last 11 months of the year, and they put a lot of pressure on themselves to achieve those things, or even to make more money because it's the festive season. Now is where you get hyped prices of transportation and so many things. That's if you're a Nigerian, because that is the order of the day in our country. God deliver us. But it's a time for you to actually sit down and list your blessings. Most people will tell you, sit down, list the things that you wanted to achieve, list out the things you didn't achieve, look at it, what can you do before the end of the year. All of that, in as much as it is good, is not really necessary, because you know it's in your heart of mind. You don't need to list down things, but the things that you forget really are your blessings. Look at January to November, all of the little things that you achieved. Whatever you achieved is not even little to begin with, but all of the blessings that you have forgotten or you have actually taken for granted, then you will see that first, some of those things, we're not going to start to compare ourselves to other people. Just look at your own self. Don't say that because my friend did not buy a car and I got to buy a car. No, that is not a blessing. That is you looking down on somebody else. Look at the things you actually achieved and just thank God. Be reflective on your blessings and not on the things that will start making you have high blood pressure and a lot of things. Like I said, it is nice to list down your things and look at the things you can achieve year and year, but it's just how many days remain to the end of the year. Chill, nobody is going to beat you. Next year is there. The most important thing is that you are living, you are breathing, you are not dead, you are not 6 feet underneath. And whatever might have happened this year, thank God you are out of it. Thank God you are improving. Thank God you are on the journey to becoming out of whatever it is that you are passing through. Just have hope and have faith, and don't put pressures of the last month of the year on yourself. Don't forget, count your blessings. Instead of looking at the things that you didn't get to achieve this year and putting a lot of pressure on yourself, why don't you just plan ahead for your 2023? If you looked at this year and you were like, oh, I don't like the way I lived this year, there were so many things that I didn't get to do that I ought to have done, then you just plan your 2023 in a better way. Now, there are ways to plan your 2023. There are ways to plan your goals, your resolutions. If you don't plan them or put proper planning down, you will not achieve them. They will just be like wishful thinking. The next week's video is going to be ways to plan your 2023. Don't worry, I got you, okay? Think of all the things that you wanted to achieve this year that maybe you did not get to, and just write them down in your goals for 2023. December is just like a preparation for the new year. That's what most people forget, or most people do not know, that the way you live your December will affect the way you live your January. So whatever you want to do next year, start practicing it from this year. If you want to work out, start working out next year. This December, the Black Friday is all around. Just get your workout gears ready. Buy them. Don't say January 1st. Oh, you wake up. Oh, I don't have gear. I'm not going to the gym. If you know what you want to do, you would have bought it from this year. You would have just placed it down. Don't worry, we are going to go in depth in things that we can do to achieve our goals in the next year. December is a time for you to wind down. I know some people's jobs don't give them days off, but try and in your mind, just in your mind, just be like, okay, we're reaching the end of the year, it's time to calm down, it's time to hang out with your family, make memories, enjoy yourself. But caution, don't forget that I said it's the way you live your December that will affect your new year and your January. Now it's time that people will be thinking, okay, there's Black Friday all around, I must spend my money on every single thing that's out there. I pity you, you will be broke in the new year, it's sure. January, most people don't used to have money. Why? They have spent it on celebrations, in as much as it is necessary. Like, I remember the word I said, look at it, I said necessary. It is necessary for you to actually wind down, relax, take out of some of that your savings and spend it on something that will make you happy. Yes, you are going to release it from your system later. If it's food, it is needed. It's at the time when you take vacations, you go and visit your loved ones, you just make memories, because it is the festive season and it is important. You've been working from January. Some people, you've been working all around the clock, no time for break, no time for rest. Now is the time to just chill, but chill with sense, chill with brain. Don't eat deep too much inside your pockets. Don't come and be shouting and broke in the new year. Somebody that plans well will not fail in the new year. Most people forget the reason for the season in December. People forget that. Some people just celebrate it without actually knowing the meaning of the celebration. Yes, December is a time where Christians remember or celebrate the birth of Christ. And who is Christ? Christ is the Savior, someone who has been sent to the world to save us from ourselves, save us from sin, and save us from the impending doom ahead if we are not saved. We're all younger. When we're younger, our parents will buy us shoes, bags, we'll go to parties and a lot of things. So we're always very happy and hyped about the holiday season. And we're always like, oh, Christmas, Jesus was born today. But Jesus was not born on the 25th of December. I hope you know. It's just the way Santa Claus is not real. Jesus was not born on the 25th of December. Like I said, it is just a day that we set aside to remember his birth. Yes. So, but as we grow up, we realize that most people are now buying clothes for themselves. They are the ones doing everything. We just look at it that was not the essence. It's just a holiday that people are at home, they are just relaxing, and then we forget that it is actually the beginning of something sweet, something beautiful. It is actually a promise that was fulfilled. We know what happened at the end, but this is a time where we are celebrating the fulfillment of God's promises, God's promise to us of sending a savior. Just like we're waiting for a savior in Nigeria as of now, God has sent a savior to the world. And this time is when we celebrate his birth. That is the reason for the season. So do not forget, in as much as you're grown and you're just laid back, you're like, I'm not even going to buy Christmas clothes, I'm just going to wear something in my closet. All of that is okay, but do not let us forget the reason for the season. Don't forget, December is a time that you plan for the new year. It is a preparation stage for the new year. So next week we are going to look at how to actually set new goals, new habits, and new resolutions for the new year, or anytime at all. This doesn't just apply to the new year, but because we're entering into the new year, see you next week. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and your families. Bye.